Someone might ask, why should I confess my sins to a priest? Why can't I just go to God directly? And I would answer, if you could go to God directly, why can't you go to God directly and marry yourself? Why do you have to go to a minister? Or why do you have a minister baptize you? Can't you just go to God directly? This is not sarcasm. This is logic. Why should going to God directly apply only to confession, not to marriage and baptism? These are all sacraments. We're getting a double standard here. So why should I confess my sins to a priest? Because Jesus set it up this way. In John 20:23, Jesus breathes the Holy Spirit upon the apostles and says to them, receive the Holy Spirit. Whosoever sins you forgive are forgiven. Whosoever sins you retain are retained. Now, the Catechism of the Catholic Church teaches that only God can forgive sins, but that the authority to forgive sins, Jesus has delegated this authority to the apostles and their successors. Think about this for a second. You go to your pastor and ask him to pray for God's healing upon your life, which he did, and eventually you did get healed. Now, nobody automatically thinks that the pastor was the one who healed you, but you would say that God healed you through the pastor. In this way, we can say only God heals, but that doesn't negate the fact that his healing is ministered to you through the pastor or the priest, through your pastor, right? In this same way, we can say only God forgives sins. Only God can forgive sin, but that his forgiveness is ministered to us through the ministry of the priests acting in persona Christi when administering this sacrament. Last point. Jesus doesn't just give the apostles the authority to forgive sins. He also gives them the authority to retain sins. This will mean to not forgive sin in a case of unrepentance. And when you think about it, it's a divine authority. God is the only one who can retain sin. God is the only one who cannot forgive a sinner who is unrepentant. God is the only one, not human beings. Human beings do not have that authority. God is the only one who has that authority, and yet he delegates this authority to retain sins to the apostles and their successors, showing all the more that this is a divine authority.